Have you ever looked at the fruit in your kitchen and assumed it had to be helping your health? After all, fruit has always been marketed as one of the healthiest foods you can eat. Doctors recommend it, magazines praise it, commercials make it look like the perfect symbol of vitality. But after age 60, the truth becomes more complicated. Some fruits that seem healthy on the surface may actually work against your body in ways most seniors never realize. They can spike blood sugar, irritate digestion, worsen inflammation, and leave you feeling more tired, foggy, and unstable instead of energized. And that matters because after 60, small dietary mistakes are no longer small. What you eat every day can affect your strength, memory, joints, balance, and long-term independence far more than most people think. The good news is that not all fruits are a problem. In fact, some fruits can be incredibly supportive for the aging body. They may help circulation, reduce inflammation, support brain function, and improve energy in a much steadier way. In this video, we're going to look at 4 fruits seniors may want to avoid eating regularly, and 4 fruits that may be much better choices after 60. Let's start with the first fruit many people will be surprised to see on this list. Worst fruit number 1, grapes. Grapes seem harmless. They're small, convenient, and often treated as a healthier alternative to candy or cookies. But after 60, grapes can be more problematic than they appear. The main issue is blood sugar. Grapes contain a lot of fast-absorbing natural sugar and not much fiber to slow it down. That means the sugar enters your bloodstream quickly. For younger adults, the body may handle that rise more easily. But with age, insulin sensitivity often declines, so the body has a harder time keeping blood sugar stable. That can lead to a sharp rise followed by a crash. And that crash may show up as fatigue, shakiness, irritability, hunger, or brain fog not long after eating them. Another problem is how easy grapes are to overeat. Most people do not stop at a few. They eat them by the handful, which makes the sugar load even higher. If you do eat grapes, keep the portions small and pair them with protein or healthy fat like nuts or plain yogurt. But as an everyday fruit habit, there are better options for seniors. Worst fruit number 2, pineapple. Pineapple is often promoted as a superfood, especially because it contains bromelain, an enzyme linked to digestion. But for many seniors, pineapple can be surprisingly harsh. First, it is highly acidic. That alone can be enough to irritate the stomach and worsen reflux or heartburn. Second, bromelain may be too aggressive for an aging digestive system, especially when the stomach lining becomes more sensitive over time. That means pineapple may trigger burning, discomfort, nausea, or indigestion in older adults, even if it never caused problems before. Pineapple can also affect blood sugar because it contains a large amount of rapidly absorbed sugar with relatively little fiber. So once again, you may get a quick rise followed by an energy drop. And for seniors who take multiple medications, that's where extra caution matters. Pineapple may interact with how the body handles certain drugs, especially in people already managing several prescriptions. So pineapple is not necessarily forbidden, but it should not be treated as a harmless daily habit after 60, especially on an empty stomach. Worst fruit number 3, oranges. Oranges have one of the strongest health reputations of any fruit. People associate them with vitamin C, immunity, and a healthy breakfast. But after 60, oranges may come with downsides that are often ignored. The first is acid. Oranges are highly acidic, and over time that can wear down tooth enamel, especially when enamel is already thinner with age. This may contribute to tooth sensitivity, gum irritation, and dental problems that affect how well seniors can eat and enjoy food. The acidity can also irritate the digestive tract and worsen acid reflux. Even mild reflux can gradually become a daily discomfort that many people mistakenly accept as normal aging. There is also the question of medication timing. Some citrus fruits can affect how the body processes certain medications. For older adults taking cholesterol drugs, blood pressure medications, or antidepressants, this is something worth paying attention to. So while oranges still have nutrients, they may not be the best daily fruit choice for many seniors. Worst fruit number 4, bananas. Bananas are often recommended to older adults because they are soft, easy to chew, and rich in potassium, but they also have limitations. A ripe banana has a fairly high glycemic impact, especially when it is very ripe with brown spots. That means it can raise blood sugar quickly, which may lead to fatigue or mental fog shortly afterward, particularly if eaten alone. Another issue is digestion. Many seniors already struggle with slower digestion or constipation. And for some people, bananas, especially those that are not fully ripe, may make that worse rather than better. Bananas also tend to crowd out other fruits. People eat them out of habit because they are easy, but that can mean missing out on fruits with more antioxidants, more polyphenols, and better support for the aging brain and cardiovascular system. So bananas are not terrible, but they may no longer deserve to be the default fruit after 60. Now let's move to the better side of the list. Best fruit number 1, pomegranate. Pomegranate is one of the most underrated fruits for older adults. It is rich in powerful plant compounds that may help support circulation, reduce inflammation, and protect the heart and brain. Those are exactly the systems that become more vulnerable with age. When circulation improves, the benefits go far beyond the heart. Better blood flow supports memory, energy, endurance, and even balance. Pomegranate also fits well into a long-term health strategy because it supports the body quietly and consistently instead of creating sugar spikes and crashes. A moderate amount, such as fresh seeds added to yogurt or oatmeal, or a small serving of unsweetened juice, can be a much smarter choice than sweeter fruits that stress the system. Best fruit number 2, blueberries. Blueberries are one of the best fruits seniors can eat regularly. They are especially valued for their deep blue pigments, which come from anthocyanins, plant compounds often linked to brain protection and healthier aging. Blueberries may support memory, concentration, and mental clarity. They are also easier on blood sugar than many sweeter fruits, which means they can help support steadier energy throughout the day. They may also help protect eye health and support circulation, both of which are important for maintaining independence as you get older. One of the best things about blueberries is how easy they are to use. Fresh or frozen both work well, and they fit easily into breakfast or snacks without much effort. Best fruit number 3, cherries. Cherries deserve more attention, especially for seniors dealing with joint pain, inflammation, or poor sleep. They contain compounds that may help reduce inflammation in the body, which is important because chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the biggest drivers of pain, stiffness, and fatigue in later life. Cherries are also especially interesting for sleep. They naturally contain melatonin, which may help support a healthier sleep cycle. Since many adults over 60 struggle with falling asleep or staying asleep, this gives cherries an extra advantage. Better sleep, less pain, and easier recovery all support one bigger goal: staying active and independent. Best fruit number 4, avocados. Avocado is unique because it behaves very differently from most fruits. It is low in sugar and rich in healthy monounsaturated fats, the kind that support heart health, blood vessels, and the brain. That makes avocado one of the most metabolism-friendly fruit choices after 60. It also contains potassium, fiber, and several nutrients that support cognition, blood pressure balance, and nutrient absorption. Unlike sugary fruits, avocado does not push blood sugar up and then drop it down. Instead, it helps create stability. That means steadier energy, better fullness, and less afternoon fatigue. For many seniors, replacing sweeter fruits with avocado more often can be one of the smartest, simple changes they make. Final takeaway. After 60, fruit is not just fruit anymore. Some choices may quietly drain your energy, irritate your digestion, or make blood sugar harder to control. Others may support your memory, circulation, sleep, and long-term strength. That does not mean you need to fear food, and it does not mean you need to make your diet perfect overnight. It simply means eating smarter. Maybe that looks like choosing blueberries more often instead of grapes. Maybe it means avocado instead of banana. Maybe it means cherries in the evening instead of a sugary snack. Maybe it means saving pineapple or oranges for occasional use instead of daily habit. Small changes matter, because aging well is rarely about one dramatic fix. More often, it comes from repeated daily choices that work with your body instead of against it. And when you begin making those choices with more awareness, you may notice something encouraging: more stable energy, clearer thinking, less discomfort, and a greater sense that your health is still something you can influence. That is the real goal, not chasing perfection, not fearing every food, but building habits that help you stay strong, sharp, and independent for as long as possible.